All right, I would just like to say, can we give Naomi Sensor and her kids, Brad, Ricky, Sam, Ricky, and also Bailey Ricky, a round of applause. They do this all volunteer. They like make this whole pie thing run so wonderfully well. So, okay, we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Kellie. We're going to get started soon. We'll be muted and the Nields will be introduced shortly. So if you're hanging in out there online, we're so glad you're here. And don't worry, you're going to get some live music very shortly.
Everybody, so we're ready to get started with the music. We have an extra special treat today. We have the Nields here from Northampton, Massachusetts. I know they have fans here. I know they have friends here, the Oppenheimers, and Kate Seebeck and her family are friends. We're thrilled they're here. They had one of their first shows in New Haven in 1991. They were just telling me. So we're thrilled that they were able to make the trip down, and I believe this is their first show since the pandemic. This is your first time playing out. So, all right. Without further ado, the Nields. New Haven is near and dear to our hearts. We've played many a venue here, and it feels incredible to be back, getting to play for human beings in person and see your beautiful faces and hear your voices in real time. We have spent this pandemic every Monday night playing a show for people online, a virtual show.
We want to say hi to them now.
Hello to our people out there. And it is amazing to have it be a Monday night that we get to do our first live show. So thank you for being here. Thank you for welcoming us back to your awesome town. This is our fiddle player, Lila. She is Narissa's daughter. This is Narissa. I'm Katrina. This is Dave. Jake's on sound. Thank you so much. And now let's play you some music. wanna think about what I don't have. I won't worry about what I've got. But you pull me in, make me feel brand new again. Make me turn around when you walk away. This is not me. This is not I play. I'm in a tailspin back again. Tailspin back again. Tailspin back again. I got everything I wanted. How could I want something more? I'm not the kind to spend the afternoon waiting for the package to arrive at my door. And when it does, I say, hey, what's this? Is it something I really need? Did I ask for a God to come down to the earth? Did I ask her to intercede? But you changed my mind, reconfigure how I spend my time. Make me lift my chin when you break my heart. Where's the fun in that? When does the easy part start? I'm in a tailspin back again. Oh, tailspin back again. Tailspin back again. Tailspin back. Tailspin back. Tailspin back. Tailspin back. Thank you all so much. We are the Nields, and we have been at this since 1991. Actually, if you count Narissa's and my childhood and the trunk of our parents' car, we've been at it much longer than that. But as professional musicians, we've been at this since 1991. And we have about 20 records out. And this song's from one of our more recent records, a record called 17. It was our 17th. And it's a song about community, I think. And looking out at you today, I feel like there are probably a lot of humans in your life who would love your children as their own, and for whom you would love their children as your own. So this is for that community. Don't need no sports car, don't need no gold star, don't need no Oscar to tell me who I am. Just need the blue sky, just need a true eye, just need a good cry, get me back on track. Oh, let me love, love, love with all my heart and with all my strength and with all my mind. Let me love your children as my own. That's how I want to spend my time. Don't need a safe bet, don't need a new dress. I get what I get, it's always something I can use. Don't need to borrow any more tomorrow. Maybe my sorrow is something I can lose. So let me love, love, love with all my heart and with all my strength. my, let me love your children as my own, and do every word I find. Don't leave the broken ones behind. But when it's over, will I find that there's nothing? Why should I believe? In the darkness, I can only breathe. You have to show me I still don't know me. You have to slow me down. What does it mean to learn how to lean on you? Who I can't see you, I feel you come around. I feel you come around. All my strength and all my might, let me love your children as my own, and do every word I find. Don't leave the broken ones behind. That's how I want to spend my time. That's how I want to spend my time. Thank you, Lila.
Lila will be back.
This is a story song, and it's such a story song that actually, after it came out, a couple years after it came out, Narissa got a phone call from Scholastic Books saying, will you turn that story song into a novel? And so she did. The novel is for middle grade readers, and it's called Plastic Angel. And this song is called This Town Is Wrong, and it is not about New Haven. You've always been a good girl, smart girl, pretty girl, lucky girl, happy as the day is long. You've always been a good girl, smart girl, pretty girl, lucky girl, happy as the day is long. This town has so much at stake in you. Do you have any idea what they put you through? They tell you you will go far, little star. How I wonder what you are when I watch you wearing the shoes. They want you to have long hair, short skirts, clear skin. Nothing hurts following their every move. Why don't you make the rules? Why don't you make the rules? Angela, this town's wrong. Angela, this town's wrong. So now it's so sad to see this way. You call, but you never have time to play. walls. If darkness can work it through, smooth it out, feel your pain, let it out. Never let you learn how to crawl. Never let you make a move. Right on you make the move. And you lost how to run. And you lost how to run. And you lost where your wings are gone. It's midnight, your light's on, and I'm standing here in your yard. I sold my computer for a used acoustic guitar. You only need your toothbrush, your feet like that velvet shoe that brings you like the voice of some mother's investment. By morning we'll be long gone on my lonely sit down. I know someone I'm sure we could stay in her apartment, and then we'll make moves, and then we'll make the moves. And you lost how to run. And you lost how to run. And you lost where your wings are. And you lost where your wings are. And you lost where your wings are.
Thank you, friends. So out of curiosity, how many of you have seen us before? And how many of you saw us on Facebook or YouTube over the past year? Okay, because this is, as I said, our first concert, real concert outside with real people. And I have to tell you, I'm having a hard time not seeing the little hearts go up the screen and seeing all the little comments, you know, the chats, and we chat with the people. So if you feel called to shout something out, like, you know, West Bill in the house or whatever, that's the kind of thing that people write. Or I'm having stone pie for my dinner tonight. Like, that's also a kind of thing that gets said. People let us know. Or they
I like the idea of having people have little sticks with hearts on them for, you know, we should pass them out at the beginning of the show. If you're enjoying the song,
here's your emoji.
your emoji.
That would be a whole new thing in concerts, you know, like people at the vendors would sell various emojis. And I think we better sing. So this is a song from a record that came out in 1995 and 1990. Actually, okay, the song came out because we liked it so much. It came out 3 times. It's a song about these two. It's a love song. They're married, by the way. They've been married for over 20 years. They didn't even know they were supposed to get married, but other people did.
'cause we're cowards. And your friends all really like me and tell me that I'm good for you. And I think it's true. My friends think I'm crazy, tell me not to hold my breath. I guess I'm depressed, but and I say a word. 'Cause we're cowards. And cowards walk. And my mother always calls me and asks me how you are and to say hello. She says hello. Your mother sent out Christmas cards with everybody's picture, including mine. Made me cry. 'Cause you know, and I walk away when they'd really rather stay walk away when they'd really rather stay forever. We'd like to invite Lila back to the stage. As I said before, Lila is offspring of Narissa, and this song was written soon after Lila was born. There's this moment in adulthood where I feel like you sometimes think like you just about almost have it together, and you're ready to go. You can take it on, and then something happens, like I don't know, a new job or a child or a challenging relationship, and all of a sudden you realize that actually maybe you knew nothing, and you have to start over.
That happened to a really good friend of mine, so I wrote a song about her.
I wanna be grounded, safe on the ground so I can't fall. An eye on the grass after each Dionysian brawl. I want you to fight me, I want you to like me, I want you to set me up in the sky. I want you to set me up in the sky. Far from the hurt, far from the heart, where I have to fall back down to the earth. Won't you keep me company? Ask this lonely girl to see the enemy in me and stay. Won't you teach me what you know and forgive me as I go? Even light speak and seems through endless day. The clouds are a curtain, the clouds are for certain, and they're here. The clouds have arrived and they will never go away. The sun doesn't matter, the sun doesn't shelter, the sun just knows that it's a star. The sun is convinced that it's a star. Watches the clouds, watches the clouds, sits back and watches, and the clouds just fade away. Won't you keep me company? Ask your enemy to see the criminal in me and stay anyway. Won't you teach me what you know and forgive me as I go? Even light speak and see through endless day. Endless day. Isn't grounded, it has no grass to fall to when it's having a bad day. But something protects it, something connects it, something holds it away. Something allows it to well like a some kind of love, some kind of learning curvish, Cadillac love. Won't you keep me company? Ask this lonely girl to see the enemy in me and stay anyway. Won't you teach me what you know and forgive me as I go? Even light speak and sing through endless day, endless day. Endless day.
song from a record of ours from the mid '90s. It's from a record called "Gotta Get Over Greta," and it is about a potentially exciting date. You decide whether it turns out well. That's up to you. Turns out instruments need to be tuned more and more often when you're outdoors in the weather than when you're in a studio. But we care, so we tune. Miss George Fox requests the pleasure of my company by pointed envelope marked special delivery. I know what this means. This means tonight, Mr. George Fox will take me to Club Century in my best black dress, in my best black shoes. Why should I refuse? Most days are not like this. You understand? Oh no, most days find me taking ideas in shorthand. In a room alone with a man with changing wedding ways. Mr. George Fox, I've got better things to say. Oh, yeah. In my best black dress, in my best black shoes. What have I got to lose? He says that's what's wrong with this generation. You're supposed to be making something new, but it's so much more fun to play in your parents' history land. Hey, hey, hey. Speaking of which, Mr. George Fox has a daughter just my age. Seen her once or twice at the other end of his estate. Once or twice. Oh, she has long apple skirts. Oh, what she got in long purple skirts. Oh, I wonder if she's seen me creeping home at night through the door. Yeah. Has she seen me in my best black dress? In my best black shoes. Would
could she be confused? My best black dress, in my best black dress, in my best black shoes, in my best black dress, yes, oh yeah, my best black dress, in my best black dress, in my best black shoes.
Now do it in minor key.
Oh my God.
That was awesome. I loved it in minor key.
In our virtual concerts, you know, when you're a touring band, you don't really change your set list that much from night to night during a tour. You do kind of, you know, you maybe swap in a few songs here and there, but you basically go from town to town singing, you know, hour and a half of music each night. That's sort of what you've been practicing and playing. But when you do a show for the same audience virtually every single Monday night, you gotta change it up more. You gotta like give the people some variety.
So we dug deep into our back catalogs, and we did themes, and we did
lots and lots of covers by different bands, lots of our favorite songs we finally learned, and one night we did Bizarro Night, where we changed the key signatures of songs. We sang that song in a minor key, which was the hardest musical thing I've ever done in my life. It was so hard. It's a very different feel, very ominous. Yeah, so thank you for reminding us of that incredible achievement. I felt Olympic actually at that night, having done that. Here's a song that mentions your fair town. Oh yes, here we are, driving into New Haven.
Sky is gray coming into New Haven. This is where I always thought I'd be saved, and this is where I always thought I'd see your car. You didn't live here, you used to live in Virginia. Still I thought that I knew how to win ya, and proof of that is that you proved that you would drive far. You drive forever, you drive for China, you would follow me to the jealousy. I was young, but I looked 27. You were old, but you acted like 11. Against all odds, we began a little affair. Everything was fine till I asked you for your money. You said, oh, no, I haven't got any. I said I'd settle for anything at all that you had to spare. I'd settle for love. I'd settle for China. I'd settle down with you by the jealousy. had it made and be living in the corner of everyone's eye. Instead of find you circling again, all I ask is that you treat me like a friend and walk me through the shards of all of your lies. The broken lover, the broken china, all along the beach of jealousy. Pieces of lover, pieces of china, all along the shore of jealousy.
I think this is one of just 2 songs that we haven't recorded in our set. It'll go on our 21st record. I think we're changing our minds. We're not doing that unrecorded song. Sorry. So whenever I despair, I think of my kids and their friends, who are the most kick-ass group of human beings I've ever met. They're way, way, way braver than I ever was, and certainly than I am at the moment. And it's not that they're foolishly optimistic, but they know what to do. So I feel as though parenting has been an exercise in learning how to follow rather than lead. Being led by my very wise children. This is a song from our latest record, which is entitled November.
Ready? In 3 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
My daughter rides her bike to school. When it's raining, when it's cold, it doesn't matter. It's her rule, and you can call her a feminist, committed environmentalist, but I call her a girl. I call her a girl. My girl says she will not eat meat. It's the carbon, it's the cruelty. She is voting with her feet, and you can call her inspiring and sometimes a little tiring, but she just calls it advance a word. It's convenient, I'm a member of the great progressive carriage herd, and you can call me compromised overworked, ironic, civilized, but I call me a slave. If there's a God above, and if she's a God of love, please wake me up to follow that girl. Susan B. Anthony salutes all the girls on their bikes, trading in their skirts for suits, and you can call it liberty and why we should learn history, but my girl calls it the way to school. She calls it the way to school. She calls it the way to school. There's a line of girls that circles all around the world, and we will all follow that girl. There is a line of girls that circles all around the world, and we will all follow that girl, 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 follow that girl.
This is a song that I first heard about from Westville's own Kate Seebeck, who said, you and Katrina really need to learn this song and maybe cover it. And for years, I sang it with one of my youth choruses. Actually, several of my youth choruses, because everybody loved the song so much.
I basically taught it to everybody I knew. Kate told Narissa about it. I was riding in Narissa's car and she said, you have to hear this song. It's by a band called The Alternate Roots, who are from your very state of Connecticut. And I've taught it to every student I teach and every person I know. And this is one of the songs that we learned to do ourselves over the course of this pandemic. This is called Nothing More.
And if you know it, please sing along.
To be humble, to be kind, it is the giving of the peace in your mind. to a stranger, to a friend, to give in such a way that there's no end. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. To be bold, to be brave, it is the thinking that the heart can still be saved, and the darkness can come quick. The dangers in the anger and the hanging on to it. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. Tell me what it is that you see. A world that's full of endless possibilities. And heroes don't look like we used to. Think like you do. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other.
Coming down to our last couple of songs, you know, I hope you guys had a wonderful and healthy pod during your pandemic months. We were super lucky to have each other. We are not only sisters, but also neighbors and friends. And our families like each other, which is the best thing ever. And I don't know what I would have done without my easy people here to my right. And sometimes when we sang this song in our StreamYard shows, I would think, is that ever going to happen again? Are we going to just hang out with people? Just have people over to our messy houses and not be worried?
We sat around the table and we drank a bottle of wine. We both around us like a mountain. On the I was fine. I said, haven't I paid my dues by now? Haven't I paid my dues by now? Haven't I paid my dues by now? Nobody could be right to choose. I choose you. All of mine is mine. I choose you. So funny I want to be Be easy, but be easy like you. Songs I write, words I pray, and morning like that. Into this long day, you know me rise. Only say I want you. Oh,